Alright, in the top right, as our beautifully flamboyant pink Zerg, we have Heartland Hitman's Littleskank. In the top left, as our fiery red Protoss, we have Heartland Hitman Zell. I'm unfamiliar with Zell, but I am very familiar with Littleskank. Littleskank, some interesting choices in his plays. We will see how he does today. He always has some entertaining games, loves that just massive aggression, but hasn't always been able to tech switch out of things when he needs to. Just can't quite close out the game, but hopefully we will see him step things up just a little bit. Alright, everything looking very standard. We are going to go very quickly to that wonderful spreadsheet, which I really need to actually watch much better. Alright, there we go. Alright, Littleskank, his favorite unit, as Rootcat says, the Roach. So he does love his roaches, and I can confirm that he does indeed love roaches. He is from Wichita, Kansas, and when he is not playing StarCraft, he is playing jazz guitar and doing something that I cannot actually repeat on stream. You'll just have to take my word for it. Alright, and in the top left we do have Zell. Let's learn a bit about Zell. I do not know much about Zell, and we need to fix that. He is from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and he does love his DTs. When he is not playing SC2, he is working, watching SC2 streams, or playing League of Legends and Dota 2. I suppose we can forgive him for being a traitor in those games. Alright, we have Skank now with a very quick gas, but only 2 guys in that gas. There's no spawning pool. There's the spawning pool. A late gas into spawning pool. A little bit off on that build, perhaps, but not the biggest of deals. And we do have our Protoss actually not even walling off his ramp. He has decided he is going to build that gateway right in his main. He is going to get some reinforcements there for the Zergling rush that is not quite coming. This is very dangerous, but I don't think Skank is actually going to be able to capitalize on this, as he is not really scouting and seeing what is up on the other side of the map. Both players playing at a actually pretty reasonable APM. We do have 37 or so. Both players basically hovering around 40. Not bad at all. Early game, not really seeing much spam as you would from the pros, but at this level, don't really need that. It's all about the efficiency of how you use those actions. Alright, we do have a hatchery down for Skank now, and he is looking to expand. Not sure what he's going to be doing with that gas, and a very quick Evo chamber. Now, that is an interesting decision indeed. Going to see some quick upgrades, perhaps. Might see a very early Zergling attack, or he might be going for his favorite roaches. No, he is getting Zergling speed, so he's going to be looking to take a bit of map control. This map, very strange, in this little tiny ramp here. Huge choke area effect damage. Imagine for a moment just a Colossus here, and a lot of Lings trying to run in there. Hilarity will ensue. I love this Overlord placement. He will be checking out basically any sort of scout or advancement. This map is a bit like the old Scrap Station, which was it was a weird map. I actually kind of liked it. It had flaws, to be sure, but it was an interesting map. So it's kind of good to see the same U shape, where you have this huge long rush distance, or you have the option of this very narrow and dangerous choke, but it's much quicker to actually rush to your opponent. So very curious to see how the metagame actually evolves on this map in particular. Alright, Evo Chamber is up, but there are no upgrades coming out. We do have a Robo coming down for our Protoss player, and more gates, 3-gate Robo for our Protoss. Looks like he is going to be going for some kind of early push, and a Mothership Core as well. Do love seeing that. The Mothership Core has changed the game so significantly for Protoss. And lots and lots of Lings coming up. He might actually do a lot of damage to this. There's no wall. There's no wall, just a single Stalker who's going to get instantly surrounded. This Sentry might be able to force field. Speed is done for these Lings. Oh no, the units are actually moving out. He doesn't want to move out. He wants to stay on the top of the ramp. He needs to defend. He needs just a few more units to actually hold off this sudden little aggression of Lings. The Mothership Core will help and actually eventually clean up these Lings, but it just a matter of how much damage can they actually do. The Lings are moving, and they will get the surround. They will take out the Sentry. Sentry doesn't even get a force field off. The Stalker is down as well. Minimal damage done to the Lings. The Lings are now in the mineral line, wrecking havoc. Can he actually stop this? He does not have enough. He does not have enough energy for a Photon Overcharge. Immortal out, not so good against the Lings. A couple Stalkers are out, but the Lings are out for blood. They are out for vengeance. They are out to murder everything that is Protoss. Do you have +1 armor on the way for Skank? A Time Warp completely whiffed. And this pylon will not actually supply... it will supply block him, but it will not unpower any gates. So he does need to get some more pylons out ASAP. No more Lings are actually on the way for Skank, so he's not followed up this attack quite as well as he could have. They will go for this Immortal. The Immortal, however, will live with 5 kills of his own, thanks to the support of his friendly Stalker pals. And the attack is now done and over with. Zell now picking up the pieces, but not that much damage has been done. Both players about even on worker count. But the attack is now entering phase 2. Skank with his favorite unit, the Roaches. Lair also on its way now, likely for Roach speed. Curious, he has actually gotten... Excuse me, he has gotten... what is it? No, he has not gotten any up... Where's he researching that? I'm dumb. That's the Evo Chamber. Haha, Bronze League casting for Bronze League heroes. Awesome. Alright, he is getting that +1 Carapace still, which will help somewhat, but usually you're going to see that attack if you're going to be going for the Roaches. That will definitely help against... The +1 armor will negate +1 attack on a Zealot to help stop that nasty, nasty two-shotting of the Zealots. Not sure where these Stalkers are going. They are a bit... They do need to fix their GPS just a little bit. They will bypass all these Overlords, though, that have been so meticulously placed for vision. So this might blindside Skank just a little bit. More Roaches on the way. Still no sign of an expansion from Zell. Instead, he is going for more gateways. 5 gates on 1 base. He means business. And his business is gateways. Alright, Roaches now coming in, seeing what damage they can do. Poke and prod. The armies are out of position. This actually might turn into a base race of sorts. Proxy pylon down here for reinforcements. A couple Stalkers and an Immortal might be able to put on some heavy, heavy pressure on the front here that is completely undefended. But Skank should be able to reinforce with that bank that he's starting to build up, building 9 more Roaches at a time. The Roaches are in the mineral line, and there is nothing here for Zell to defend with. He is warping in a couple Stalkers, but it won't be enough. Needs that Mothership Core. Might be able to actually recall back in if he gets that Mothership Core to recall back to his main base. He will be able to defend this, but he has chosen not to. He's instead going for some backdoor rocks coming in from behind. The reinforcing Roaches will not be there to defend. Some more are being built, but all these pros are getting destroyed. Oh, they are going in and going back to mine. Brave, brave probes, I salute you. Some warp-ins are coming in, but they're being killed almost as soon as they actually finish warping in. Zealots coming in. These Roaches, that Roach does need to be microed back, and it will get taken out by those 2 Zealots, but it won't be enough. Meanwhile, over here, we do have some Lings trying to defend this push, but he is just right-clicking on the hatchery. He wants that hatchery dead, and he will get that hatchery dead. He might be able to recall back into his main base after that attack is now done. Can he recall? No, he has not recalled. All those Immortals are going to go down, and now the stream of Zerg everything is going to run into the Protoss base. Protoss does not have much left. 3 supply left for the Protoss, as opposed to the 85 supply for Skank. There is the GG. Skank has taken this game.